So this session is on Perm process, recent trends, and our lead speaker will be Anindita Chowdhury. Please come and take the stand with us. Also Samir, if you would come, and Kiran. All have been previously introduced, and so as you're ready, please come and present for us. We're looking forward to hearing about recent trends in Perm.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're still awake. I know this is a long, dreary afternoon, so we really appreciate you being here. And hopefully you will learn a little bit, if not a whole lot, in our session. It's a complicated process, so I need you to be alert and ask any number of questions that you might have so that, it would be a beneficial experience. I am privileged to be accompanied with two very experienced, distinguished professionals. Most of you, if not all of you, know them already. And they are Samir of UHG and also Kiran of HCL. Thank you. Perm. What does Perm stand for? As most of us know, it's the Program Electronic Review Management, which is, for those of us old-timers, know as a replacement to the reduction in recruitment. So the RIR got replaced in 2005 with what is considered to be the Perm application process, which is basically the labor cert. I would say a lot of what the RIR was has still been kept within the framework of Perm, but of course, RIR was a paper-backed application process, that's reduction in recruitment, where you filled in the 750 Part A and Part B form and submitted it in the mail, in Federal Express, couriers service to the US Department of Labor. Perm, on the other hand, is an online application, as you know. The labor certification process attests that a foreign worker is not displacing an equally qualified US citizen from the job. This is super important to the whole essence of the labor certification process. As we go over the next few slides, I want to just summarize and state that the employer is required by law to conduct what is called a good faith test of the US labor market, which basically means that you will exhaust all avenues, and we'll go through the requirements shortly, to find a qualified US applicant, a worker. Now, most of you might think, and I deal with my American HR reps or executives of the companies, and they're like, this is very odd, this is a very dysfunctional requirement, which is literally on its head. We already have Mr. So-and-so or Miss So-and-so. Why do we need to have to go through the recruitment process all over again to find somebody qualified? Well, it is the requirement of Perm to do just that, and there is no avoiding it. Now, as far if there is an able, qualified, and willing applicant, and mind you, like I mentioned yesterday, a US applicant should only be a US citizen or a green card holder. Anything else, anybody in a non-immigrant category, even if they have an EAD card, under normal circumstances you would recruit somebody with an EAD card, does not qualify as a definition of a US citizen. Oh, sorry, the qualified worker, as it is defined in the DOL. So basically, if there is a qualified applicant, so you require an education and number of years of experience in your ad, and if somebody comes up and he or she has a resume that has exactly that, which basically means the employer will have to do away with this recruitment and will have to restart the recruitment a short while later. So there will be no Perm application if you find a qualified US applicant. In 23 years of doing this, I've only encountered this problem probably twice, and we've done tens of thousands of 9089s. So it is, daunting, because in today's economy where the unemployment rate is high, you'd be surprised with the number of IT companies that we represent. They're not that many people. And you know, people know when they see a perm ad, applicants know this is for somebody's GC. So weirdly enough, if it was truly a recruitable position and you place an ad in the paper, you might get scores of resumes, or maybe, you know, 70, 80, 100 resumes. When it comes to a perm, for whatever reason, especially in the IT field, now I think the worst experience that we've had is a sales manager out of Miami. And the client had, I think, 300 plus resumes, which is insane. But, you know, I'll go through the compliance aspect of it in the next few slides, but I must mention every resume must be reviewed. You cannot throw resumes off just because, oh, it's too much of work, or this guy or this girl is too close to our requirement, et cetera, et cetera. We'll get into that in the next few slides. To continue, this is the first of the three processes, especially for applicants for EB2, EB3. So there's the labor certification process, followed by the I-140 process, which is the immigrant visa petition, and then followed by the adjustment of status, which an applicant will be eligible to file once the priority date is current. What is the priority date? Some of you may ask. It is the day the labor certification, that's a perm application, is submitted online. So if your attorney hits submit on that button for the 1989 form today, November